Welcome to Daniel's Bridge School. In this video, I'm going to talk about the craziest bridge hand from the 2023 Canadian Team Championships. The 2024 Canadian National Team Championships are starting in a few days, and so I thought I would do a video to remember last year's tournament. This particular board occurred during the semifinals. My partner is the great Jacob Freeman. The player to my right, sitting in south, was Roy Dalton, and the player to my left, in the north, is Vince Oddy. My screen mate was the south player, Roy Dalton. After the tray came over to us, the bidding proceeded with my partner starting with one diamond, and Roy Dalton went into a long huddle, and he thought and he thought and he thought and he kept on thinking. And I was thinking to myself, this particular player is not known to be a slow player, and I thought he must have some sort of problem. And the longer he thought, the longer I thought he had a problem. And I begin to wonder that if maybe he has lots of values and lots of cards in hearts and clubs. Wasn't really sure which suit he had more cards in, but I thought he had a tricky hand with some values and a lot of cards in both of those suits, looking at my hand and based on my partner's one diamond opening. Finally, Roy Dalton finally emerged with 5 clubs, with seemingly after about 10 minutes of the bidding. And with my hand, it seems like I kind of have a normal-ish 5 diamond bid right now. However, at this point, I was trying to think, what was such a problem for Roy Dalton to bid 5 clubs? Perhaps Roy had 9 clubs and 4 hearts, or 8 clubs and 4 hearts, or maybe 7, 8 clubs and 5 hearts, or some sort of strange hand that he would be thinking for so long. Because if you have a 5 club overcall, you might think for a minute or two, but you're going to do it before 10 minutes. And so because of Roy Dalton's long hesitation, I put Roy on lots of values in clubs and hearts, meaning my partner probably doesn't have many values in clubs or hearts. And for their opening bid, they probably have the ace of spades and hopefully the ace queen of diamonds. And so I took a bit of a chance and jumped to 6 diamonds. Vince Oddy took a sacrifice and tried 7 clubs. And my partner had a easy 7 diamond bid. We'll soon see their hand. That concluded the auction. After a little bit of thought, the opening lead was the king of diamonds. And you can see we have a 12 card trump fit. I can show you all the cards now. As it turns out, Roy had a five hearts and 8 clubs on this hand. And so my thinking was kind of right, as it turns out. And my partner also had a wildly distributional hand. And because I jumped to 6 diamonds, they had a very easy 7 diamond bid. And we essentially claimed a trick one. This was a fun and exciting hand that was very memorable. This was a decisive board in the semifinals that we eventually won. And we moved on to the finals and won. And we represented Canada. And so I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe.